live journal from Marty. Getting out of my comfort zone for anybody who's an empath, highly sensitive. Just for years, I didn't ever want to speak in public, so I didn't. I didn't for a long, long time until I did. And now it's pretty comfortable until I'm talking about me and not doing the normal teaching, mentoring. So, yes, I am contemplating. I was contemplating what to talk about. I haven't. So, the full moon is kind of, I'm feeling like I'm leveling out just a little bit with emotionally. And while I still feel a lot of emotions rolling around and coming to the surface, even as I was journaling this morning, I didn't have any extreme stuff showing up. However, I feel like I'll talk about the external things that we still seek, those external things that still trigger me. So this started about service without performance and receiving without pressure. I can't remember what it said. I had to look at it. Growing up in a home that was sober, I'll say like that. It was a sober household, but coming from other isms. One was alcohol and one was narcissism. What I learned to do is always search others, always go to you, to someone outside of me to give me my worth and my value. And if that wasn't happening, then I'm just this piece of shit that's not worth anything. That was a lot of my life. Now I'm finding, even as I've continued to grow and transform, incredibly, exponentially, totally different, clear boundaries, mastering my empathy, my empathic abilities, not empathy, empathic abilities. And I don't know what just happened. My headset just went off. It said power off. I don't know why. It's charged. Hey, let me see if I can get that to work. I think it's fine without it, but hello. We'll see. If it doesn't work, it's fine. Let's just make it work. I don't know what's happening with my headset. Anyway, so I'm talking about that. Searching, always seeking approval or always seeking value outside of myself. What that did was set me up for always being at the whim of everybody else. My moods depended on you, my worth depended on you, my value depended on you, and what a miserable, exhausting way to live. What's showing up today are those deep, deep layers that come to the surface, especially with people that I care about. Where it matters to me how they see me or how they view me. And so it's continuing to peel. I'm continuing to peel those layers where it's not important. What's important is that I maintain my own self and my own sovereignty, my own energy, keep my own space without having a bunch of energy leaks and being triggered by people. Because when I get triggered, I'm now going to leak out the energy and allow them to use me as a battery source. We all do it. We've all done it, especially if you're highly sensitive. Every time we have that reaction, we're now just feeding their energy. It's unconscious. It's not good or bad or right or wrong. It's not any of that. It's simply what's so. That's how it goes. Until we learn not to. Until we learn how to walk in a room and be the calibrator of the room. I said for years, I would like to be the one that alters my environment rather than being altered by it. I would walk in the room, I would hang back to see where I fit or what I needed to do or how I needed to adjust my energy to fit in there. And all of these things whether I realized it or not, are pretty exhausting. There was always a level of just tired because I didn't know how to separate myself from anybody else's energy and have my own clear, sovereign space. So I walked on exhausted a lot. I didn't realize that. It was just, it's just how it was. Just a normal state of being. It's not a normal state of being, but that's how it felt. Because I didn't know different. So now what I'm seeing are those really deep, deep layers showing up, being pushed up to the surface. And then it still surprises me sometimes, I gotta tell you. Something comes up, I'm triggered, and I'm like, WTF, what just happened? What just happened to me that I am so annoyed or irritated? I have this woman, she's so my mother. She so irritates me sometimes because she's so like my mom. She's so judgmental and she's so nasty about it. And she's done it to me. I'm not exempt, but very much like my mom. I had to learn how to, and have to do anything I got to learn how to pull my energy back in and not get triggered by her, because she'll say to me, she said it multiple times when I'm around her, I just feel so good around you because I'm feeding her energy. When I am mastering my energy and I'm coming in as the calibrator, then it ripples out like on the pond, the water on the pond. It just ripples out and alters the environment around me. If I'm not doing that and I'm leaking my energy, then I'm just automatically, unconsciously transmuting it. And I'm not here to do that anymore. None of us are. I must prepare myself before I see that person, before I see her. I decide how I'm going to be with her. I decide, rather than letting the external circumstance decide for me. It seems so obvious sometimes. It's not. It takes practice. I've practiced this for a long time. So my parents had the isms. They didn't drink. And in Alcoholics Anonymous, it's called, it's family disease. All those isms, family disease. Generations of family disease. Patterns, programs. And I am the only one in my family who got sober. Nobody else has a problem. And they didn't drink, so they didn't see it as a problem. It just kicked off again. I don't know what the deal is. Okay. We'll do it without it then. So I don't know. I got sober in '94, and this month will be 31 years that I'm sober. So I've been doing this a long time, and I came on to share so I could just simply share the journey, where I'm at today, part of the history, but where I'm at today and what I've been walking through as a way of being in service, being authentic, and not performing. This is something that was a thread that I started to see. I'm performing, and it's a way of people pleasing, and I've done it my whole entire life up until now. Not to the same degree, but it starts showing up in my business. I'm performing, hoping that however I'm showing up will be enough for people to buy from me. Instead of being who I am, raw, real, and authentic as I am. So that's what prompted this. So I come here and I share, and I know somebody's getting something. And I appreciate that you show up. Somebody comes and watches the replay. For that, I'm grateful. So let's see, is there anything else that I can... It's the... Something right there, because I can feel a lot of emotion behind it. It's the micro moments those small micro moments of noticing something. It's something off, it's something that didn't, it just kind of poked at me, or it's something like that. Noticing that and paying attention, taking that moment to pause for myself. This has been a long learning. I am a go person. Go, go, go. Produce, 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 because that's what I'm supposed to do. So learning how to pause and feel and acknowledge what I'm feeling, and then owning it and embodying it so it can clear. Makes it much simpler. Otherwise, I start coming out sideways in behaviors or comments. And that's not who I am today. So it's an ongoing process. And with that, I will say namaste and bid you adieu.